Hello everybody, welcome back to another MinerManDouglas video. Now, I haven't uploaded a video in an actual video, not a short, in a long time. Today we're going to be doing housing this time. Which today in housing, we're going to be talking about all these following blocks, which are items: teleport pad, action pad, hologram, parkour block, launch pad, NPC, and all these social heads like Discord, YouTube, Twitter, etc. And if you right-click the Nether Star housing menu, you'll find a lot of buttons. Today we're just going to be focusing on items. When you click items, you'll see all the stuff I talked about. The rest of these are just normal things like boats, which if you press E and you're in creative, you can just find them. You can just find them here. You don't have to go to Nether Star. So, let's get right into it. Now first, we're going to talk about the teleport pad. Teleport pad, you just right-click to place it down. Just place one here, and one here. We're going to try to teleport from this one, which is red, to the yellow. How do we do that? What you do is not with any block, make sure you have an empty hand and right click. When you right click it, you have an option to rename pad. If you click this, you can rename it to what you want. Just name it to left side. So if you hover over it, it should say left side now. If you press escape, and now you press change color, you can change the color if you don't want it to be red, or you don't want it to be blue. Now the destination is what we want. Now you figure out the color, and conveniently we can see the color from where I'm at right now. The other one's yellow. When you hover over it, it'll say you, like, the name of it, so let's teleport to yellow. But now it's saying this one, so if you right click, empty hand, click this again, right side. Look, this one changed. See, instead of just saying yellow now, it says right side. That brings us to another point. When you click this Ender Pearl change destination, it'll also list your custom name. So if you name them, it'll make things a lot easier. So now if you jump on that, you can teleport. And just to let you know, if you really want to, Ender Pearls are not enabled in housing, so that's why they had teleport pads. Now, why Ender Pearls aren't, I truthfully don't know, but I'm sure it's something to do with lag. So next on our list is launch pads. Launch pads, you can just place one, but I highly recommend placing it at least in a 4 square. Now here's the thing, when you right click, even without an empty hand, you can still get inside. But see, if you want to place it here, you can't just do that. If you place it in the bottom, or the side. As you can see, it just launched into the air. So right now, if you run towards it this way, you'll continue going that way. If you run towards this way, you'll continue going that way. Now I'm about to talk about why I just listed that. If you right click, you can, current mode is forward. Like if you are walking forward, it'll launch you that way. But you can set it whichever you're facing, so if you're facing left and you're walking forward, it'll do that. Or you can make it, yeah, those are the two. But make sure to have the same settings on all of them, so it's synchronized. Now you can change the vertical strength, like, this isn't how far, it's only how high, like, let's just change the vertical strength to 12. Here's the same far, same distance, still right there, but 12 high. 12 high isn't what we want, so let's change it back to something a little bit less, like let's do 9. In my opinion, I like 9, but for your house, it can be anything. Whichever fits best. Next, we're going to talk about the launch strength. The launch strength is how far it goes, like how much it pushes you. Now let's set it to 7. And because that's the border, I'm gonna go this way. Which, let's change them all to 7, just so it'll be much easier for testing. As you can see, it shoots very high and very far. So now I think that you kind of get the gist of launch pads and teleport pads. Those are only 2 block items, as you can see. Even the mailbox is an actual block. A lot of them are heads. Next, we're going to be talking about the 2 pressure plates, a parkour block and an action pad, which both of them are completely different things. So we're going to first talk about the parkour block. Now, let's say you want to make a parkour. I'm going to make this short little parkour. So what we're going to do is place, here's our goal. We want to place a parkour block there to start, checkpoint, and end. So how do we do that? Well, let's see. Let's just do this. See, then I'll mess it all up. So here's a huge suggestion. Do not place any of these until you're going to either test it, like immediately, or you're going to, it's the end of it. So what you want to do is place the start wherever you want to first, then the checkpoint, which it may say parkour end, but then when you place another, it changes your checkpoint. So let's test it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to the start. Okay, parkour challenge started. Use checkpoint 1. And it says I completed the parkour. Let's say you start it, get to checkpoint 1, and then you fall off. You do /parkour checkpoint, and voila. Checkpoint, and then jump to the end, and congratulations. You completed the parkour. And if you right click, nothing happens, either on checkpoints or ends. That's basically the whole gist of parkour blocks. They're really simple. Next is action pads. Action pads, unlike parkour teleport pads, all you need is one. You can place as many as you want, but all you need is one. So if you right click action pad, this settings will pop up. You click this bedrock to remove it, and this to close this whole menu, and add action to add. When you click this, you'll get a wide range of options, which you'll also get this for the NPC. We'll talk about that later. Well, what do these do? Change player's group. You can change the player's group, which in a later video, in housing, we'll talk about players' groups, how to add them, how to change settings, what each setting does. So make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I will, if I reach 5 likes, I will make a next part within a week of reaching 5 likes. But, kill player, guess what that'll do? It'll kill him. It'll teleport back to this spawn point. I know I'll probably say this in like every video, but you do /set spawn to set the spawn. This is only available to VIP and above. VIP, guess what? It is only $5. So go to store.hypixel.net and you can get it. But right click anything to delete it and press add action. You can send to a lobby, like if you want to send to a mini game like Field Battle, Cops and Crims, SMP, any type of minigame. Just gonna delete that. I don't need that. You can parkour checkpoint, which, as we talked about earlier, there's a checkpoint. It'll teleport right to it. So it's the same thing as /parkour checkpoint does, just an action pad teleports you to it. This will go to house spawn, which same as killing the player, but without the kill screen and announcing that you killed it. Full heal, no matter how much a player has, no matter how many rows of hearts, it'll heal them all the way from top to bottom. Display title, let's try that out. So we're going to display title MinerMan. Subtitle is going to be YouTube. fade in, fade out. This will be how long it stays, if it fades in at all, and it fades out, how long it does it. I'm not going to worry about those settings. If you MinerMan YouTube. Good. Okay, so we display the title. Now what's an action bar? Well, it's kind of right down here, like by your slots. But let me demonstrate it. This is going to do action. Action housing. So it won't display in the middle, it'll display right there. And just as a quick note, for everything that requires text in here, you can use color codes. Which again, I'll put it in a later video in the series. Today we're only talking about items. Give experience levels. You have to be in survival for this, so just give it. And now if you do /GMS, it'll do survival. As you see, it gives them a ton of experience, just as wanted. Okay, set max health. You know how I said earlier that this will get it from top to bottom, no matter how many rolls. Well, let's test it out. Now let's set this instead of 20 to 60. 3 rows of hearts. Now let's do a full heal, and let's get rid of that. Now let's get us a flint and steel, so GMC goes back to creative. Flint and steel. Lava bucket. Let's put a lava thing right there, and fire right there. So now let's do /game mode survival. And if fire damage is on in PvP plus damage settings, this should work. Step on this, it'll give you a full heal every time. Okay. There's action pads. Action pads, you can apply potion effects, which is any potion effect in the game, like night vision, which is very useful. See, night vision for a minute. You can change the duration. These are in seconds, so 120 is 120 seconds, not minutes. And you can reset inventory, that'll clear everything. And sending a chat message will be sent by an anonymous thing, like just a star. I'm gonna do hello. Hello just twice. Now if you step on it, see it'll be sent by a star, an anonymous thing. Giving item. If you have to give an item, just click the item and it doesn't give it because I already have it in my inventory because it didn't select allow multiple, and see it gives me. Now that's action pads. Action pads are very useful for housing. Next is holograms, NPCs, and mailboxes. Next 3. So holograms are just simple. You right click to place it. You can have up to, I think, like 6 lines. Just do 3. And you click this name tag to add another line. 4. 5. Okay, 5 lines. But you can't edit them, sadly, but you click to remove, not right click, but add a line, and you can use color codes, like for example, and to hello. See? Works this color. See? They're very simple. Next, it's NPCs. NPCs, you right click to place them down. And when you place it down, it gives them a random name. example, this one's name is Tane, Sign, and you have to sneak. So if you right click, nothing happens. If you sneak, right click, you can do things. Now let's stick with these two. Sneak, right click, click add actions. It includes all these things, which this one I'm going to give experience levels. We already talked about all of them. I'm not going to go through them again. If you want me to go through them again, go back to the action pad, which is previous. I have them in timestamps in the description, so. Now let's just give it 99 levels. And add action, apply potion effect. Jump boost for 120 seconds, or just 2 minutes. Jump boost 3. So that one's good. Now why do you have to sneak right click? Because when you right click it, the effects are given. Jump, jump. And it doesn't give me experience levels because I'm not in survival, but go in / game on survival, gives me the experience. Sneak right click this other person, it just does the same thing, so I'm just gonna do bad things. Now if you right click this one, it'll do bad things. Like nausea. Nausea's bad, which I'm not going to keep this on screen, so let's skip ahead. Okay, I'm back. There's no more effect. Don't have much left, but let's continue. Mailboxes. Now, mailboxes are something only owners can access. Now, only VIPs can access this, which VIPs are rank, again, by store.hypixel.com. But mailboxes, when you sneak, or just regular right click, I recommend going from above, but let's say you're running 1.16, it doesn't run as well in 1.16, which I'm doing 1.8, but probably doesn't work. So what you do is you do H mailbox, and it'll bring you to this menu, just as you do like this. Quick delete, it does quick delete, automatically turns off after 5 minutes, but this will do all messages. So the thing is, anybody can write messages. If you hit a book and quill, and you right click, well, you can sign a page. I could just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sign. Now when you right click this, what do you see? Jello. Click to read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry for incorrect information over there. I forgot they sometimes update housing. You can just right click a book and quill and write anything. Up to 5 pages and it works fine. Now we have one more thing left. All the heads, which all the heads do the same things, basically same commands. So there's Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. So you can see it tells you the commands. So if you do /social Discord, and you do the link www.servername.com, and if you right click it, it'll give you the link. Like, see, www.servername.com, which don't include www, but basically just include the last part. So if you make a server invite in Discord, just includes the numbers. So, Twitch/social Twitch 999, and then you include the last part, just the same again, and then you include your username for Instagram. Right click this, it'll do username, YouTube, the last numbers, and Twitter. So you kind of get just /social, whatever name, like /social Discord /social YouTube. That's how those work. So there we've gone through all the items: Mailbox, NPC, Hologram, Action Pad, Parkour Block, Launch Pad, Teleport Pad, and the social heads. Hope to see you in the next video. Subscribe and like the video for more like this. Thanks for watching.